Hi, my name is Emily. I'm a faithful follower of Christ, and as of tomorrow, January 6th, I will be 8 months sober for the first time in my adult and adolescent life. And I mean sober from the very thing I'm extremely addicted to, which is sugar, which many of us are, but I'm realizing not all of us are as addicted as others. Some people say, oh, I'm shaking if I can't have my 11 a.m. Diet Coke. And I'm like, all right, that sounds slightly debilitating. But I look back and think I used to shake until I had my 6 pounds of fudge. So I think some of us, there's a range, a scale, and some of us are a lot more severe than others. Having said that, sugar is poison and addictive, 8 times more addictive than cocaine. So beware. How to handle temptation. Don't handle it. Don't touch it. Don't mess around with it. Don't hang around with it. Don't entertain it. 1 Corinthians 10:13 says, there is no temptation yet what is common to man. So whatever you're experiencing, whatever you feel tempted by, you're not alone in that. There's no temptation yet what is common to man, but God is faithful, and he will not allow us to be tempted beyond what we can bear. But yet while we are tempted, he will give us a way out so that we can endure it. So that we can endure it. God gives us ways out. We need to take them, not hang around with it. And here's my point. I was going to text my mother this, and I thought, this could be a little video very quickly as I run these errands, and I'm headed into Lowe's. I was just leaving the car dealership, and on my way out, they have a little snack station, and there were Reese's peanut butter cupcakes, Reese's Pieces cupcakes. So they look like a chocolate cupcake with peanut butter icing with Reese's Pieces on top, and then chocolate drizzled. They got my attention. I even walked by and was like, whoa, did a double take and came back. Just wanted to admire it for a second. Even picked it up and looked at the package. Now, I will say it does kind of gross me out to think that something like that could sit in a package. And people have done experiments like this. You can leave something like that in a package and it'll still taste good 10 years from now. That should be a red flag. I would not consider that food. Anyways, it looked good. So I looked at it and then I kept on moving. Just like when I see a handsome fella and they're out there, a couple of them. I don't dwell. I don't entertain any thoughts of indulging. I don't hang around there. I flee. 1 Corinthians 6:18. So, no different than if I were to see some handsome man, I just go, oh, he's cute. I usually tell my husband, I'm like, isn't he handsome? I don't really see him that often. I don't really, look, one is enough. And I've got the man of my dreams. So I'm good. I really don't. No thanks. I'll take one husband. That's all I care to manage. But the same goes with any other type of temptation. Don't hang around there. Don't entertain the thought. Flee quickly, as quickly as possible. There is a way out. Take the way out and get away. So there's that. 8 months sober. Grateful to be sober. Feeling better than I arguably ever have. I'm realizing now all my other attempts to get off sugar were just that. They were attempts. I've never succeeded until now. I compare it to holding your breath. You can only hold your breath for so long before you gasp for air. I used to be able to only hold my sugar for so long before I would gasp for sugar. And I could usually go about a week or two. And that's because I was still dabbling in things that had sugar in them. Carbohydrates, period. There's carbohydrates, and then it's sugar. Sugar, sugar, sugar. So your body takes it and breaks it down into sugar. I was tangled up with foods that still had carbohydrates in them. I was also tangled up in foods that were gateway drugs to lead me right in to sugar. If I'm getting real excited about chicken or cheese or a number of other things, if I'm getting too excited about too many things, I'm going to stay excited until I finally excite myself right on over to Dairy Queen. There's one there. That's a Dairy Queen. There. That's Dairy Queen. I got to stay out of that parking lot. Anyways, that's it. How to handle temptation. Don't handle it. Don't hang around it. Don't spend time with it. Don't entertain it. Flee from it. And that's how you handle temptation. I was involved in some training years ago and had to write a sermon to preach in front of preachers to be evaluated. And the entire sermon was about how to handle hate. And the same principle applies. How do we handle hate? We don't. We're not called to. We don't have to roll around in the mud. We don't have to get it on our hands. We don't have to mess around with it. We don't have to handle hate. God says, love those and pray for those who persecute you. Love your enemies. Pray for your enemies. Does he say hang out with them? No. He says love them and pray for them. So we don't have to handle hate. We don't have to handle temptation. We can see Reese's Pieces cupcakes and keep moving. That's it. I love you dearly. We'll talk again soon. Bye.